Shit, what's up, gang? We in here. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. Random Fight Society live. That's right. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying my best to make time for it. The videos come no matter what. Like Charles Barkley said, them young boys coming. That's what's going on. The videos are dropping regardless. But finding time for the lives has been hard. So I had some time. I was like, fuck it. Conor got exposed taking pictures of his dick and sending it to another celebrity. Bang, we're in here. Bang, video, bang, live type shit. What's going on there? Hold on. Twist my gas, roll my potion. That bitch trying to get a promotion. With that being said, this is a big bet. Needed this today. Bro, we're in here. This is what we do. The viewers need your boy. Your boy needs the viewers. You know what I'm saying? Gang. With that being said, what the fuck is good? We in here. Dude, everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Grinding, you know, working always kind of sucks sometimes, but overall grinding, trying to make my dreams happen, trying to get myself in the best shape possible. I went on a long ass hike the other day. Went on a long ass hike with my girlfriend the other day, or yesterday, sorry. And that was sick. Made the Conor video this morning. Got my predictions for UFC, excuse me. Got my predictions for UFC 318 done. That one's going to drop on Wednesday. What else? Yeah, shit, bro, grinding. Literally, bro, shit's good. You know, I'm not the biggest MMA YouTuber on the planet yet, so we're not exactly where we want to be. You know, but type shit. We're coming for it. You know what I'm saying? See you at the top. Anyways, but yeah, everything's good. Good, bro. Chilling. Leaking more dick pics I sent unsolicited, little fool. Yeah, I'm not good with the accent. How is this better? No, wait. Man, how do I'm for being literally Irish, I am not good at the Conor accent. Leaking more dick pics I sent unsolicited, yeah? Little fool, yeah? Yeah, see, I'm not that good at it. I'm coming for your boy, and I'm coming hard, exactly. Like Charles Barkley said. Them young boys, they coming. What's good? Not going to be on here long. I got practice at 5, but the Conor situation is nuts. Yeah, what's up, Muay Thai Sam? Gang, gang. Yo, what's going on? Conor's downward spiral getting a little freaky. Yeah, man, I don't really know what's next for him. This right now is... Like, this right now is the farthest that Conor's ever been from competing again, which is weird to say because we've had him almost back. We had him almost back 12 months ago for 303 before he pulled out. Like, we had an actual announcement, date booked, and obviously he pulled out. But as a whole, this is the furthest that Conor has been from from competing in a really long time. And he's been far from competing for a while, but this is the furthest he's been from competing, in my opinion. Are Dee and Conor legally married? No, they're engaged. They're engaged. They have 4 kids together. They're engaged. So technically, she's been his fiance for like 6-7 years now. I have some theories on that. I low-key think that Conor won't tie the knot with her because then she can leave and take half his shit. Of course, Conor would have like a pretty severe prenup, but I just feel like it's either that, it's either him protecting himself so that she can't take half his shit, or it's her protecting herself because Conor gets wrapped up in these lawsuits and shit. And if they're not legally married, maybe she's somehow out of it in some way. Because if they're married, they own half their shit together, no? Wouldn't that mean that she owns half of his businesses and stuff? I think that's why they're not married. I think, in my opinion, that Conor and her have had a conversation along the lines of, I'm going to do what I want. You're still going to have my kids. You're still my woman, but I'm going to do what I want. And you're going to have literally the lifestyle that any girl would dream of. And like the designer clothes, living on a yacht, literally whatever you want, when you want, private jets, all that type of shit. He's like, just hold me down while I do my thing, and you'll have the softest, easiest life possible. That's what I think happened. Not the biggest, but definitely one of the best. There might be 400 more MMA channels with more subs, but there ain't 4 better MMA channels. That's what I'm saying, Arturo. Type shit. Don't rat in the DMs after you send pics of not only your hog, but your face in it too is wild. I know, dude. Coke Connor has struck again. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I think we're realizing that the cocaine runs the show a little bit more than we realized. Because there's nothing for Connor right now, dude. Like, nope. Like, he's going to get himself out of business relationships doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Twist my gas, roll my potion. That bitch trying to get a promotion. What do you guys think of this Travis Scott album? I think that shit's pretty dope. I see people hating on it. I think that shit's dope. Twist my gas, roll my potion. That bitch trying to get a promotion. LMAO, don't rat, they get caught. That's what's good. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he says rats get caught, and Connor was the one that got caught. Let's be real here. To crash out for Azealia Banks is a huge L. Oh, that's a massive L, bro. Azealia Banks is one crazy. Literally, let me go to Azealia Banks' Twitter. Because she just carried on. Like, she exposed Connor for sending her his dick. The rest of this, she's just been crashing out for hours, bro. She tweets like all day. I'm looking right now. It's not as active as she was this morning. But even like literally this morning, she was literally this morning. Let me see. She was like, I had to scroll back far. And this is all just today. This is how far back I had to scroll to find shit about Connor. 12 hours, even further. Let me see. Conor McGregor for president. Yeah, here it is. Like, she the original post of the pictures got deleted, but she still has that up. And that says, like, how are you going to sexually harass me? I talked about this in the video I posted, but yeah, pretty crazy. So literally, this is what she tweeted, and then look, she just went on to talk about like Jews having foreskin and white people are out of touch with reality. We have a presidency to secure Gen X, transvest. What the fuck, dude? Like, literally, she just carried on with her day. She just carried on with her day and kept going. Like, look, it just... circumcision. Like, she's just talking about a bunch of crazy shit. Yeah, that's interesting. France is wild. Something about strongest economy in the United States. Cocaine, prostitution, trafficking, and welfare. Jesus Christ, bro. She's all over. This is who Connor is crashing out, sending DMs to, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Twist my gas, roll my potion. Not for real. Maybe a Sasha Banks crash out is valid, but not Azealia. To go from BK... Oh, yeah. For real. To go from BKFC promotion to this is what? Yeah, literally he was promoting a business he's involved in like 3 days ago. I'm pretty sure she deleted my comment. She posted Connor for president, and I commented, we all actually want to see, especially now. Did any of you guys catch Chandler's message to Askren? I saw him post something. Let me peep. Was it cringe? Was it? Oh, UFC Fight Night returns to Perth. They just announced it an hour ago. UFC returns to Perth for a fight night September 28th. Okay. For sure. For sure. But twist my gas, roll my potion. That bitch trying to get a promotion. What was I just doing? Oh, Michael Chandler. Baby, trying to get a promotion. Twist my gas, roll my potion. All right, hold on. Michael Chandler. I got too many things going on. Michael Chandler, where you at, bucko? Oh, God, he's so gay, bro. Michael Chandler's the gayest. And he's straight with kids, but gay. Okay. All right. All right, one sec. Okay, I found the Michael Chandler post. Well, I got too many tabs open. Did any of you guys... Okay, yeah, let me see that. And that Nose Candy's running the show. It's going to be Conor doing wild things till he burns out. Yeah, true. Yeah, wait, one sec. Nope, that's not what I meant to show. That's all good, though. There we go. That bitch trying to get a promotion. Twist my gas, roll my potion. All right, here we go. This is what Michael Chandler had to say.
My man, Ben. Hey, it's Michael Chandler. It is no coincidence that I just had my mom and dad bring my All-American plaque home this past weekend, and they've had it since I All-Americaned in 2009. It's been at their house, and they just brought it back to me so I can display it. And I just want to let you know that I hope you know that the main reason why I have this, the main reason why I became an All-American, the main reason why some little guy from High Ridge, Missouri, who did not believe in himself, did not believe that he deserved to stand on that podium, the main reason is you. His name is Ben Askren.
I'm already knowing that this is fact. Is fake, bro.
Love you so freaking much, man. I look up to you. I admire you. I am fighting with you. I am praying for you. And you got so many people that love you, man. Keep on fighting. Keep on fighting. We love you, Ben. God bless. I'll see you at the top. My man, Ben. Hey, it's Michael Chandler. It is no coincidence that I just had my mom and dad.
Yeah, he's fake. Hella fake, bro. He's so fucking annoying to me. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. I was about to say that, Arturo. F-A-K but replace the K. That's what I was about to say. And I caught myself a little bit. All right. Fight night, that BS. Yeah. Fight night in fucking Australia. It's going to be a... I don't even know who's going to headline that. Adesanya Strickland 2, maybe? %, Chandler fake, dude. Humble brag. I know, it's like this guy just almost died, and you're like, my All-American year at Missouri. JDM is fighting in Abu Dhabi, then against Islam. Oh, against Islam because Perth card is a fight night. No, I think JDM Islam's going to be Madison Square Garden, low key, in November. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Ben must be so inspired. I can't be the only one who would want to see Strickland win versus Izzy. I'd be cool with either one. I'm not the biggest fan of either. I'm not going to lie, though, is that both of them at their peak, I was kind of like annoyed with, where I was like, Adesanya's into dogs, race baiting all the time, and Strickland's just annoying. And now that both of them have like kind of gone on a skid a little bit, I like them a little bit more than I used to. Kind of humanize them a little bit for me. That bitch trying to get a promotion, twist my gas, pull my potion. But, you know, I'm trying to think who would be on that card. Who are like ranked? Let me, because it's going to have to be a ranked fighter. Let me go to the rankings real quick. Let me go to the rankings 1 sec. No, dude, literally not the fan rankings. I don't give a rat's ass about the fan rankings. Give me the real rankings. You with the real dogs now, brother, yeah? Okay. That bitch trying to get a promotion, twist my gas, roll my potion. If this shit get complicated, you get kicked out. Okay, let's see. Flyweight, Steve Ursig, but I think he's already booked. Yeah, he's fighting Alex Perez on August 9th. Okay, so he's not going to main event. Don't see anybody at flyweight. Let's see, bantamweight. Kind of nobody. Song Yadong maybe because Australia's really close to China. Who else? Let's see. Or I'll pull it up for you guys. You guys see the rankings too. But I'm trying to think. The only one, okay, like Alex Perez booked. Or I'm sorry, not Alex Perez. Steve Ursig booked against Alex Perez. And aside from that, like Song Yadong maybe, but he might be on the Shanghai event. You never know. Let me see. Who else could headline in Australia? Maybe they do like an Arnold Allen against somebody. I don't know. I know he's British, but let me look here. Oh, they're going to do Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's going to headline it for sure. Yeah, it's going to be Dan Hooker, Armin Sarukian, Dan Hooker, Matus Gamrot, Dan Hooker, Fazeev or Moicano maybe. It's going to be Dan Hooker, but let me look through the rest of them because we might have a couple other ones. Let me see. Okay. I mean, JDM, but JDM's a champ. He won't headline a fight night. Whitaker's fighting already in August or July, I think. Yeah, he's 2 weeks from now. So, okay, it won't be him. Strickland Adesanya is a possibility, or Adesanya versus somebody. Probably Strickland, though. Yeah, and then here. Oh, it's going to be, no, there, you know what? It's going to be Yuri and Carlos Olberg. I'm calling it now. It's going to be Yuri and Carlos Olberg. Yeah, Yuri Carlos Olberg with like a Tai Tuivasa co-main event. Watch, that's what's going to happen. There we go. Got to look through the rankings a little bit. Let's see. JDM will win. Just say Islam wins and Bilal gets back to number one. What happens? I say Islam always thought Bilal was a knob. Yeah. I think, honestly, Islam, regardless of win or lose, fights Topuria. It's kind of a win-win for the UFC. So I'm thinking if Islam beats JDM, you have Topuria go up to 170 and have him hang on to the lightweight belt this time. I know they've been doing that vacate shit recently, but have him go up to 170 or have Islam come down so that his welterweight title's not on the line. Whoever moves up or whoever moves down, either one of those two, they'll do an interim championship fight in the meantime. And what else? I'm trying to think. Who else? And then if Islam loses, he'll just come back down to 55 and challenge Ilya. I think we're going to get that fight regardless. It's just a matter of, does Ilya take another fight between now and later this year when Islam fights JDM? Because what I'm thinking is you do like Ilya Patty or Ilya Gaethje, something like that. And then from there, we can talk about Islam, because Islam's got to beat JDM. But either way, let's see. Julia, I don't know what that means. John Dong, what's going on, dude? Did you hear about Marcus Buchecha joining the UFC? Yeah, I mean, he's at heavyweight, and it's the UFC heavyweight division. He'll probably at least get a few wins in the rankings. I choose to believe that Conor was trying to send that to Iggy Azalea, but he was too coked out and the blue chew already kicked in, so he said fuck it and sent the DM anyway. Yo, David, you might be onto a real theory here. He just said fuck it. He said we're here now. I don't know if any of you guys watch Tim Dillon, but there's this one clip where he's like, sometimes you're so deep in the lie, your only choice is to keep lying. You know, it's like sometimes you're already there. You just got to double down. What's your thoughts on the MMA clown show, Giuliano and MMA a-holes beef? Let me look into it. I have not heard about this. If this shit get complicated, you get kicked out. All right, let's see what's going on. So what, MMA clown? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why are they beefing? Okay, MMA holes. Are they posting shit about this? I don't really see anything about it. Dang, dude, they get really good numbers on their live streams, but then they get kind of iffy views on their videos. But like they got 1 million views on their 317 Fight Companion. Fuck. Excuse me. Damn. What's going on with them though? I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I know who these guys are. I just don't know the beef. Ty weak ass will be on there for show. Man, I hate that fight, Izzy and Sean. It's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. Because at this point in their careers, it'll probably be really boring. That could be the main event. What, Tai Tuivasa? Yeah, Tai Tuivasa could be the main event. I think it's gonna be Yuri Prohaska against Carlos Ulberg. That's what I'm thinking. Because Yuri needs one more win before we can talk about a title shot. Unless Poatan like moves up to heavyweight or some shit. Gonna catch your chin. Gonna catch your chin soon, homie. Don't be scared. Don't worry. I'm not scared. But it's nice to see you back in the chat. Rick Allen, I feel like you're like that one person I have beef with that when I do see you, or when I do see you pop up in the chat, even though I know that you're threatening violence on me, I go, oh shit, there he is. Keeps me grounded. When we got like 50,000 viewers in the chat, I'm still going to be looking for Rick Allen saying that he's going to catch my chin. But I did switch from glasses to contacts, so you can't call me Four Eyes anymore. That was one of your things, dude. I said, I'm going to take that ammo, take it right back. Taking off the glasses, back to contacts. Pussy. Who cares about these random internet influencer beefs? I'm just responding to the chat. Bucko. If this shit get complicated, you get kicked out. I don't really see anything about these beefs, so it's a moment to get down. As long as Fight Society ain't beefing, I'm still looking for Cedricus Dumas, bro. Nah, hey, he's looking for me. You know what? You know who's really looking for SD is his fucking parole officer. Bro, you better be scared not to go to bed with those still in or shower in them. Shit is dangerous. I've showered in them before. It's fine. I wear monthlies because I have astigmatism. My eyesight's not even that bad. It's I have astigmatism, and so, yeah. So my eyes get tired fast, and so I wear them for that. But like my eyesight's not bad. I can literally go like hours without wearing them. Don't go to sleep with them on. Oh yeah, no. I've had it time. Sorry, I've taken like naps before where I've fallen asleep for like an hour with them in. But yeah. Dude, I had one time where I got so sweaty, I forgot to take them off when I was doing like an outdoor workout. And I got so sweaty that one of them dried out and folded in half. And I was like, where the fuck is it? I was trying to take them out later. And I was like looking for it. And it was like in the corner of my eye. I had to look to the side and like wipe it very lightly to get it out of the corner of my eye. Very clever. Only thing Rick has ever caught is a cold sore from kissing on homeless women. Bro, how are they going to do White House card if it's outdoors? Dana doesn't do open air venues. What's he going to do when it rains on the fighters? It's going to be some sort of like temporary cover, you know? Or like how in Qatar they built a bunch of like temporary stadiums for the World Cup and stuff like that. If this shit get complicated, you get kicked out. Oh, I ain't buzzing once the moon finna get down. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Shawty sniff, can she hachu? Hachu? Guys, I've literally had 3 of my top 5 videos on my channel in the last 2.5 weeks. Like in my channel's history, my channel's almost 2 years old because I started in October of 2023. So we're like 3 months from my channel's 2nd birthday. And I've had 3 of my top 5 videos in the last like 16 days type shit, dude. Shout out to y'all. 318 is trash. Are you even going to watch it? Yeah, I'm going to watch it for sure. We need a 318 stream just for the boys. That's certainly possible. Certainly possible. I'm definitely going to do an Abu Dhabi stream, though. That's a big card, even though Mobstar just pulled out, so he's not fighting Aaron Pico on that card anymore. Yeah, they just pulled Mobstar off that card. Let me see. We got Whitaker versus DeRitter. Yeah, this fight just pulled off, so they're going to have to find a new one. Or not a new one, but a new co-main, which is probably just going to be Peter Yan, Marcus McGee. And then you still got Bryce Mitchell at bantamweight, Shara. This will get moved up to the main card. Why do you have 2 Brazilian women? I mean, their race or their gender doesn't matter. Why do you have 2 Brazilians fighting each other in Abu Dhabi? Like, wouldn't you just have them fight in Vegas? Wouldn't that be more cost efficient? Whatever. Look at all these rankings here, bro. We got, okay, Davey Grant, Damon Blackshear. Good matchup. Muhammad Yahya, Steve Nguyen. This is a layup for this guy. Buchecha against Boudet on the prelims. Sick. And then 2 ranked flyweights. Sick. This is another good fight. Even though Billy Elikana should be at middleweight because that's what he was in LFA, but he just doesn't want to cut weight. He got bullied by Bogdan Guskov at 311. And now he's going to fight this guy who's on roids and literally has tits, you know? And then another good fight, Salikov and Liao. This is a good fight. Krylov, Bogdan Guskov will get knocked up to the main card. And then you got Shara, Bryce Mitchell, Peter Yan, Marcus McGee. This one's off. And then a sick main event. So even without this Movsar Aaron Pico fight, still a sick card. Do you think 319 is good? Man, what else is on 319 besides DDP, Hamzat? Oh, MVP and Jared Cannonier's on there. The rumor is that they may be pushing Pico and Movsar back to that card, but let's see. As of right now, we got DDP, Hamzat Chimaev, Tim Elliott, and Kai Asakura. That's cool. That's not going to be the co-main. That's just in a bad spot on Tapology right now. Oh, Jeff Neal, Carlos Prates. So here's the main card so far, probably. Dricus versus Hamzat. MVP, Cannonier. Jeff Neal, Carlos Prates. Maybe Tim Elliott, Kai Asakura. Maybe. Probably not this. And what else do we have? Andrade, Lupita Gomez. Okay. Bobby Green. They might throw one of these bullshit ones on the main card. There was rumors of Dan Hooker, Arman Sarukian for this card, and there's only 11 fights currently, so that could still happen. They might add that as a co-main. There was also rumors of Gaethje and Patty being on that, but that got shut down pretty fast. We got PFL Africa this weekend. Jesus Christ, man. They're doing their best. They're doing their best. They're promoting their little hearts out, but they are mismanaged. Let me see. Hold on. PFL new CEO. So this guy, PFL just put out a new. Does that mean they fired Don Davis? Oh no, he's founder. Don Davis is founder and chairman of the PFL. So they just have a new CEO. Okay, I thought they fired Don Davis. I would have been like, dang, they canned his ass. Pico can't get a fight anywhere. Yeah. Is a 20-pound dumbbell enough to be lifting weights with, asking for a friend? It depends on what you're lifting, you know? Because if you're doing it Conor style, that might be a little too heavy. That might just pull the thing clean off. New mythical fighter, even worse chin Bryce. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Mobstar pulled out? Yeah, he did. He pulled out today, unfortunately. No fucking way Bryce looks better at 35 than he did at 45. He said that when he fought Gene Silva, that the strength difference and the power difference was so massive that he was like, yeah, I'm not a featherweight. Conor style for show. Oh, I'd be doing that shit. For me, bro, I'd be using a 2.5 pounder. I'd be using the lightest one possible. What was Conor using? Let me find this pic. I'm surprised the PFL didn't hire Darren Owen. You mean the guy that basically made GFL never happen? Yeah, I swear Conor's got like a 1-pound dumbbell. Yo, this dude Conor is fucking nuts, bro. Yo. Fucking crazy. I can't believe I have these pictures on my phone. I gotta delete them. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Shorty got a sniff, she hot you. Conor is actually crazy. Coke Conor struck again. Yeah, now I'm just starting to think that this is who he is. I'm like stuck between this, the cocaine is making the decisions for him mindset, and then part of me is also like, maybe this is just the kind of guy he is. And he was able to lock in for long enough to become the biggest fighter ever. And then once he became the biggest fighter ever and made hundreds of millions of dollars, he then went off the clock on managing this side of his personality. Look what that money and make a bitch do. You know what I'm saying? Shawty got a sniff. She had you. My camera doesn't like staying in place. I'm going to have to get that fixed. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Shawty sniff, can't she had you? If all UFC fighters had to wear gis, what do you think the most common guards and sweeps would be? What do you mean? You'd be seeing a bunch of just guard play, like full guard and like scissor sweeps and that type of shit, and a bunch of people trying to get triangle chokes, like the way it used to be, like the way like when Hoist Gracie could hit whatever he wanted on people because they didn't know what jiu-jitsu was. That type of shit. It's fucked. I imagine he genuinely could have been top 5 had he stayed locked in until at least 2019, 2020. Dude, I swear, it's one of the biggest what ifs in MMA history is what if Conor didn't check out? Like, what if Conor stayed locked in? Genuinely could have been the best fighter of all time if he just stuck around after the Floyd fight, you know? Dude, MMA Twitter is so funny. Conor McGregor hanging a mini dumbbell off of his knob is the last thing I expected to see today. Lifting weights. Come on, bro. They are not letting up on him. Shut it. Got to hot you. Bro, dude, even the fighters are in on it. Look at this. This is fucking Angela Hill DMing Laura Sanko, and it's a kettlebell hanging from her and it says lifting weights. Dude. Oh, the fighters are in on it now too, bro. This is crazy. Bro, this is crazy too. The Show Me the Money podcast. Uncircumcised. Conor is uncut per sources. Yo. Imagine Prime Conor versus Ilya. Yeah. I still think Ilya beats Conor in his prime. I don't know. Maybe that's recency bias and I'm glazing, but that and never fights Floyd. Surely with no injuries, he fights 3-4 times in between Eddie and Khabib. Yeah. The Mayweather fight is what changed everything, though. He made like $150 million in one night. Wait, why are they sending that to Laura Sanko? It's just Angela Hill. I think she probably trains with Laura Sanko because Laura Sanko does train. Laura Sanko was a pro MMA fighter. Shawty got a sniff. She hot you. Someone said this dude Conor really sent that pic and said lifting weights. What the fuck is wrong with this man? Okay, this might be the best one, dude. Hold on. Hold on. This might be the best one right here. Those DMs to Azealia Banks are insane.
What kind of shot is that? Have you ever shot that shot? Do you work on that shot? When?
That might be the best one, bro. Have you ever shot that shot? Somebody said this girl just wanted to expose Conor for, somebody said she just wanted to expose him for the fame. Whatever. I'm gonna go back to lifting weights. Man, Conor, bro. You guys remember Conor used to be like on stage for weigh-ins and his dick would be hard? This dude's just horny AF. I remember Conor would be on stage in front of 20,000 people with a boner. Dude, So now, and people are saying that this is because of Khabib. Like Khabib really broke this man at 229. It's like, no, fucking the Floyd Mayweather fight did. Khabib got the easy version of Conor, bro. If Khabib fought Conor before the Floyd fight, Khabib would have been fucked. Damn, dude. Anyways, sorry, I was doing a little too much Twitter scrolling. She told me I'm always horny. Maybe it ain't our fault. You ever think about that? Dude, for real. Shit, actually annoying. It's actually annoying everything is Khabib. Yeah. They might be the biggest meat. I know. And then people want to come and say that like Conor fans are meat riders, you know? Have a good rest of the stream, bro. Fight Society's for the people. Maybe even the Mayweather fight changed Dana as well. We might be onto something here. David Banner, have a good rest of the stream, bro. Fight Society is for the people. That's fucking right we are. Shotty got a sneeze shit. Hachu. Hachu. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Shotty got a sneeze shit. Hachu. Shorty got his Nishi Hachu. Boom, 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 boom. One sec. Shorty got his Nishi Hachu. There we go. Shotty got a sneezy hachu. All right. Maybe even the Mayweather Peace out David Fight Society's for the people. That's true. Fight Society's for the people. We ain't here, motherfucker. It has to, especially how hard they're pushing the Canelo versus Crawford fight in the UFC. Should we ever hang out in person, bro? I'm gonna pass you the blunt and tell you my N-word, bro. I want to hear you say it back. For sure. I got you. I got you. Shorty got a sneezy hachu. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Ba 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 da 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 da. Shorty got a sneezy hachu. Bum 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 bum. Willie Davis, what's good, my boy? Shit, what's up with it? We in here. Hey, how we thinking about that Crawford Canelo fight? I kind of want Canelo to win. I'm sorry, I kind of want Crawford to win to see like a shakeup with Canelo not winning every fight. I know he lost to Bivol, but Canelo's a lot bigger if I'm not mistaken. No. Let's see. So Canelo is... What was his last weight? $167? What was his last fight? Alvarez versus Skull. Was at 167. Okay. So Canelo versus Crawford is at 168. Okay, what's Bud Crawford's weight class? Okay, Crawford versus Madrimov. At 154. Damn, so he's going up 15 pounds. Damn, sorry that took me a sec, but yeah, he's going up 15 pounds. So it's basically like going up from 170 to 185. That's kind of a big jump. He's essentially going from lightweight to welterweight, which is kind of a big jump. Like if we're talking MMA weights, he's going from 152 to 168. Let's call it 155 to 170. It's kind of a big jump. So his speed better be way better than Canelo's, or Canelo can just hang in there better, and he'll wear him out. Aaron Pico versus Movsar is off. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. A fucking bummer. I'm about to sneeze. Shawty got to sneeze at you. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Crawford is jumping up 2 weight classes. Yeah, he's probably not going to win. Probably not going to win. I'm not saying he's definitely going to not win, but still. Shawty got a sneeze, she hat you. Can't nobody drop it like I do. Bro, this card in Chicago is so bad. Is this a product of the ESPN deal falling out? Why the shit cards? I think it's because they're saving certain fights for the ESPN deal. I'm not really sure. But right now, why are they? I just wish I could talk to them. Maybe it's because Hamzat's expensive and DDP as a champion is expensive. Or there's another like expensive fight, for them from a budget standpoint. There's another expensive fight that they haven't announced yet, like Patty versus somebody or something. Dude, I hate seeing YouTubers like non-MMA YouTubers hang out with UFC fighters because they always ask the stupidest questions. They're like, How long would it take you to kill me? Like you're just some US or some MMA or non-MMA YouTuber, like a guy that does car YouTube or travel YouTube or whatever. And then these like champs and big name UFC guys do collabs with them to try to drum up press before their next fight. And these guys are just like, yo, hey Drickus, how long would it take you to kill me? Or Drickus, do you think I could take you down? Like I hate those fucking questions, dude. No way Movsar versus Pico is off. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're talking about moving it back to the DDP Hamzat card. I think the news with Conor is that he has not been caught before. He probably sends pics like that to 7 women per day. Probably, yeah. Yeah. Cheddarhead, what's going on, dude? Nice to see you. Did you see Walter Walker's heel hook? It was sick. Yeah, he's hit 3 heel hooks in a row at heavyweight, dude. It's just heavyweights being ass and not practicing jiu-jitsu, in my opinion. Yeah. Huh? Shawty got a sneeze, hachu. I'm gonna bitch up bottle, better that bitchy bottle, Can't nobody pop it like I do. foreign drop like I do. Why they doing Movstar versus Pico anyways? What the fuck has Pico done to warrant a title shot? Movstar should be fighting for the belt. I agree. I hit set plus 700 on that heel hook. Let's go, dude. Nice. Steve Garcia also had a good performance. I didn't think he would be that technical. Yeah, dude, I didn't think he was going to win that fight, but then I just realized just how washed Calvin Kattar is. Washed, bro. Washed. Max Holloway fucking ruined his career. It was probably a part of the deal with him signing with the UFC, shit pay, but he'll get good fights. I think that's what happens is these new guys come on, like Pitbull and stuff, and they're like, well, look, we're going to pay you that first contract that everybody gets, $12,000 and $12,000, but you're going to get a big name fight. What are Steve Garcia's chances against Gene Silva? He probably gets fucking smoked. Walter Walker versus Gilton down the line. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's not that hard to move up the ranks fast in heavyweight because there's so few fighters and there's so few good fighters. So Walter Walker might hit like one more heel hook on some ranked guy that's ranked like 11th or 12th, and then they'll throw him Almeida. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Gilton is trash. Yeah, he's not very good. At least on the feet, he's terrible. And then the one place where he's good, you know, the ground, he got finished, held up against the fence by Curtis Blades. So, Sharigas Nishi Hachu. All right, let's see. Just don't waste mine. Just don't. Yeah, Gilton's ranked like what, 4th? 5th? And he lost to Blades. Yeah, dude, Waldo Cortez Acosta is ranked 6th. He's ranked 6th. Who did he just beat? Who did he just beat to be ranked 6th? Sergey Spivak? Sergey Spivak gets you ranked 6th? Oh, dude. What are we doing here? Rizvan Kuniev got ranked off of a loss. Talashin Teixeira just lost, and he's freaking 1-1. He had one win against Justin Tafa, and he got ranked. God damn, thank God they're signing people like Ante Delia and Buchecha and shit like that, because we actually need something. Walter Walker, please give us something exciting, bro. I genuinely think if he doesn't KO me because of the weight difference, I might school him on the feet. Hey, low-key, probably. Who else is there? Isn't Waldo fighting Pavlovich next? Are you fucking with me, bro? Hold on. You're lying, bro. Oh my God, bro. He is. They're fighting on the Shanghai card, bro. Oh, he's going to get killed. If Salsa Boy beats Sergey Pavlovich, I'll delete my channel. Dead ass. Wait, this is a sick card, though. Even just these top 4. Michel Pereira back up to 185 because he can't. Oh, yeah, back up to 185. Okay, fine. But Sergey against Salsa Boy. Ortega Sterling and Johnny Walker versus Ming Yang Zhang. Who else we got on there? Loner Kavanaugh versus Energy Charles Johnson. Kiefer Crosby, Kanan Song. Not bad. Not bad. Dang, dude. No way. That's crazy. And then heavyweight rankings are just so brutal. We got Gone, We got Thomas Champ, obviously, but Gon, Volkov, Pavlovich, Blades. That's the end of good heavyweights, is 4. And then Almeida's okay. Like, very much okay. Salsa Boy sucks. Tabora sucks. Spivak is hit or miss. Derek Lewis is Derek Lewis. Tai Tuivasa's lost like 5 fights in a row. He sucks. And he's 400 pounds. Shamil Gaziev is the GOAT. Mick Parkin, mid. Teixeira, trash. Martin Boudet, whatever. Kuniev, trash. But then you go look at like something like featherweight or lightweight. Like, look at lightweight. Here's where the good fighters end. Makachev, Sarukian, Oliveira, Gaethje, Holloway, Poirier, Hooker, Gamrot, Beneil Dariush, Paddy Pimblett, Fiziev. Oh, wow. All the way through the top 15, they have good fighters. Same thing with welterweight. Middleweight, the only one that's sus is Abus. Abus sucks. Light heavyweight, they're good all the way down to... Realistically, they're all the way down to Alonzo Menafield because Menafield's trash. But then, like, same thing, featherweight. Holloway, Movsar, Lopes, everybody's good. Cater's washed, but he'll be out of the rankings this week. And then even, like, here, like, Ayman Zahabi's okay. But, like, all these other divisions, they have guys that are good that are not in the top 5. Heavyweight is just so ass. It's such a fat drop-off. How far do you think Renan Ferreira would get in the heavyweight division? Renan Ferreira, I think he's top 5. He's like right up there with like an Almeida type, you know? Take care of your land rather than break a brother to you. Take care of... Okay, yep, you're getting... Sorry about that. That's some weird shit. I don't know what you're talking about. You are... We're putting you in timeout there, bucko. You got a little 24-hour timeout from there, David Sensei. I have no idea what you're saying there. Fight Society, we got to talk about these channel rankings. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm telling you, bro, there's a world where Salsa Boy gets him down and Sergey can't get up. You're right. Oh, channel rankings? You got your spot pound for pound, dude. You got your spot. Don't worry. Flyweight is getting better than heavyweight. Wild, I know. Heavyweight's awful. They ranking anybody over 250 pounds that's won a bar fight. To get put in timeout on this channel, you got to be an actual weirdo. Yeah, dude, I'm very patient with weirdos in the chat. But this guy said, take care of your land. Take care of the Islamists and African child rapists. And then he said some other shit about being at war. I was like, okay, well, we're here to talk about fights, dog. I'm a waste sound, just a waste my... Pav hasn't been the same since the Tom fight. Yeah, I know, because I think he realized that there's somebody he has to get past now. Before that, there was nobody he feared. Like, what is he actually talking about? Get him out. That's what I'm saying, bro. We're in here to talk about fun stuff. You know? We're in here to talk about fights. Tom surely fights this year. Yeah, absolutely, Tom fights this year. Tom hasn't fought since July 24, bro. He's going to fight... I think him versus Surreal Gone could be the Abu Dhabi pay-per-view. It's going to be Tom against Surreal Gone. There's no other opponent. Maybe they throw it to... They could have thrown it to Volkov if Volkov would have won. I know he did beat Surreal Gone, but they gave the decision to Surreal Gone. So... It's going to be Surreal Gone versus Tom. It's actually an intriguing matchup. I'm sure that Tom will win, but it's an intriguing matchup. And it'll either be... There's 2 fights that I'm uncertain as to like what they're going to be. It's Ankalaev and Pereira rematch and Aspinall versus Surreal Gone. They're either going to... Those 2 are either going to be UFC 320 first week of October in Vegas or 321 in Abu Dhabi at the end of October. So it's one of those. Those 2 are going to be in those 2 slots, in my opinion. The October pay-per-views, because there's 2. There's no pay-per-view in September this year. There's no pay-per-view in September. And then there's 2 in October. So I'm thinking those two pay-per-views are going to be Pereira Ankalaev rematch and Aspinall Gane. Not sure which one is going to be which, because Tom and Ciryl Gane could both fight in Abu Dhabi, no problem. You know, they're in Europe. It's not as far as flying from the U.S. But they could also fight in Vegas. And the same goes for Pereira and Ankalaev. They fought in Vegas their last fight, but Ankalaev being Muslim, being Russian, makes sense for him to headline in Abu Dhabi. That could be a good fight. I thought John versus Gane was going to be really good, and then he got wrestled and got him instantly. Yeah, I know. Gane literally didn't show up that night. The idea of fighting John Jones beat Ciryl Gane before that fight even started, to be honest. That's the truth. Before that fight even started, Gane had already lost. Facts. What are your thoughts on Max coping? I literally remember, before I move on to Max, I remember that, yo, check DM for 10 seconds. Oh, I got you. I'm looking right now. 1 sec. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Respect, brother. I'll defend whoever again. Let's go, dude. Pound for pound number one. Let's get it. Let's get it. I didn't even know that they were doing those rankings things. How do I see that? Oh, here it is. Top fans. How about that? Arturo's 1, Cheddarhead 2, Muay Thai Sam 3, Rocco Taco 4. Let's get it, dude. Arturo up by a country mile, too, almost doubling up everybody. But, no, I remember at my gym, somebody was like, not only do I think Ciryl Gane could beat John Jones, I think he might knock John Jones out in the first round. And I was like, bro, as much as I don't like John Jones, it's John Jones. He's going to win. Like, he's going to win against somebody like Ciryl Gane. And what happened? And then I showed up to the gym like 2 days after that fight, and I was like, what did I tell you? And he's like, you're right. I shouldn't have doubted John Jones. I was like, yeah, I know. What are your thoughts on Max coping? He's saying Justin hits harder than Ilya and that Ilya's win streak is overrated. Yeah, it's a crazy cope from Max. Hear me out. I like Max, but he's a little bit like overglazed. He's not that funny. It's mostly because his fans are diehards, but he's not that funny. And he's not like that likable, in my opinion. I know he has a fun fight style and stuff, but I don't know. I like Max, keep in mind, so I'm not like hating, but he is definitely one of the more like overly glazed fighters. And that's definitely cope because Justin didn't knock him out. Like, because Gaethje didn't knock him out and Ilya did. And how is Ilya's win streak overrated? You're literally dissing yourself by saying Ilya's win streak is overrated. He beat the shit out of Josh Emmett. Then he KO'd Volk, KO'd you, and then KO'd Oliveira. And nobody's put Oliveira's lights out. People have dropped Oliveira, but nobody's put his lights out like that. And Max, if Max is saying that Ilya's win streak is overrated, he's indirectly also dissing himself and saying that he's not that good or not as good as people say he is. Think about that. If Pantoja beats Van and Merab beats Sandhagen, do you think they do Pantoja-Merab super fight? Check the rankings. There's literally nobody left for either. Yeah, let me look. Let me see. At 125, because, okay, if he beats Van, then we have Moreno, who's already lost to him multiple times. Royval lost to him multiple times. Amir Albazi versus Tatsuo Taira. The winner of that fight will get a title shot after Van. And then you got Kai Kara France, lost to him already. Manel Kopp may have lost to him already. I can't remember. Alex Perez lost to him already. And then then Steve Erceg already lost to him. And then you got a bunch of guys and Asakura already lost to him. God damn, Pantoja's cleaned that shit out. Let me look at Pantoja's, 1 sec. Let me look at Pantoja's resume. I'm trying to see how many guys currently ranked Pantoja's beaten. Let's see. Kai Kara France, Kai Asakura, Steve Erceg, Royval twice, Moreno, Alex Perez, Manel Kopp, Matt Schnell was ranked. Askar Askarov not in the UFC anymore, I think, right? Yeah, he left. Yeah, he fights in ACC now, or ACA. He's back in Russia, and he hasn't fought since like 2023. Okay. Moreno again. Wilson Reese, not bad either. Kai Kara France on the Ultimate Fighter. Brandon Moreno on the Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, bro, there's literally nobody left for Pantoja. Pantoja has fucking smoked everybody. God damn. So now let me take a look at Merab. Because they're probably, if they need to buy time, like if they need to buy one more matchup after the Josh Van, if he beats Josh Van, if they need to buy more time after that, they can absolutely do the winner of Amir Albazi or Tatsuo Taira, like the winner of that fight. Because they can put that as a pay-per-view co-main. That's fine. And then, let me see. Where's Merab? Who's left for Merab? Let me peep. And then, let's see. He beat Aldo. Aldo's retired, though. He beat O'Malley twice. Umar, Peter Yan, Cheeto, Henry Cejudo. Yeah. That's basically it, unless they want to give Song Yadong a title shot. Yeah, unless they want to give Song Yadong a title shot for poking Henry Cejudo in the eye. That's like kind of it after. Yeah, so I guess now that I've looked into it, I'd say, yeah, it does make a pretty good amount of sense for them to do Pantoja versus Merab. If they want to do one more matchup in between, they can do Pantoja against the winner of Albazi and Tatsuo Taira. And then for Merab, they could do like Song Yadong or something like that. But what's next for O'Malley? Because you know what? If Marcus McGee wins, he's going to be ranked third. If Marcus McGee finds some way to beat Peter Yan in 2 weeks, he'll be ranked third. There's a title shot opportunity right there. That's why they're trying to get a new name jump up to the top of the division. And maybe they do a Peter Yan rematch. It's not that compelling given how badly Peter Yan lost their first fight, but dire straits in those divisions. That's what happens. Dominant champs are fun and they become big stars, but you know, it's hard to find things, you know? It's hard to find things. Like the dominant champs are fun, they become big stars, but they also clean out divisions. Max got CTE now, bro. It's okay. We still love him. Yeah, that's true. Nah, round 1 KO on Jones is wild. I remember watching that fight with my boy and then getting into a car accident like an hour later. Oh, shit. I'm rooting for Van to win, but this is the tallest task for him to beat Pantoja. Agreed. LMAO, you seen Paulo Costa call the bid McGregor was a 4 out of 10. That's so funny. Let me find it. Was it on Twitter? But because that one chick that he was with, though, like, what's up with Conor, like, just being super into mid shit, bro? Where is it? July 2nd? I can't see shit, dude. Oh, no. When was the last time he tweeted? Yeah, I can't see Paulo. I don't know where Paulo Costa said that. Maybe it's on IG. Let's see. Damn, I can't find it. I'll send it to you right now. Oh, for sure. Let me go to my IG DMs. Oh, it was him commenting. 318. Bro, that's fucking hilarious. Goddamn. Yo, shout out to Arturo for this post. Hold on. Bro, this. Wait, oh, here. Paulo Costa said 4 out of 10. That's fucking crazy. Dang, dude. And like, hear me out. Dee is pretty fine. Like, she's not like 10 out of 10, but she's really good looking. And Conor just be going crazy on anything but his wife, bro. Wild. Can't nobody pop it like I do. Foreign drop like I do. Shorty got a sneeze, she hot shoe. Shawty got a sneeze, she hachu. Type shit. Anyways, guys, I'm going to hop off. Appreciate you guys for hopping in here for this quick little hour-long stream. We're going to be streaming more often. I'm doing my best. But let's blow this thing up, guys. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drop me a comment on the latest video down below. That'll help get it to more people. Like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all. You guys are the best.